Sports Radio 95.7.
Well, Gio struck out the first two batters today, Bloomquist and Johnson. He was looking for a 1-2-3 first. He was facing Justin Upton. Ground ball down to second, taken by Weeks, and he throws him out. And Gio, a 1-2-3 top of the first with two strikeouts, with the A's coming up in the bottom half. In the bottom half, the A's would get a double by Sizemore and a walk from Chris, but the A's failed to score. They went down 1-2-3 in the next two innings. And meanwhile, when the top of the fourth began, the Diamondbacks got a double by Chris Young, and 2 outs later, Xavier Nady was trying to drive him home.
Gio out of the stretch, gets the sign from Powell. Ready's at the letters, the lay kick, the 1-2 pitch, breaking ball line up the middle. A base hit past Gonzalez and through to center field. Nady on a 2-out, 1-2 pitch. Singles through the middle, scores Chris Young, and the Diamondbacks strike first. They lead it 1-0.
And in the bottom of the fourth, the A's would get a couple off the right-hander Ian Kennedy of the Diamondbacks, who entered the game with a record of 8-2, back-to-back singles by Crisp and Matsui, but then Carter and Jackson were retired. So now 2 on and 2 out for David DeJesus.
D-backs leading 1-0, bottom of the fourth. Roberts close at third base, even with the bag. Back at first is Nady. Outfield a step the other way for the left-hand swinging DeJesus. 1-0 pitch line towards short. Overdrew a base hit. 2 runs will score. The A's are in front. David hustling the second. A throw in by Bloomquist, not in time. He pops up with a 2-out, 2-run double, and the A's have a 2-1 lead.
Then the A's looking for the shutdown inning from Gio after taking that 2-1 lead, and he was working on a 1-2-3 fifth. Here's the 1-2 delivery, and it's swung on bounce, and a good play. Gio knocks it down, turns lobs to first for the out of well-hit ball. Gio got a piece of it, knocked it down, fired to first, and the Diamondbacks go down 1-2-3. Halfway through our ball game today, after 4.5, it's 2-1 Athletics. And then in the bottom of the sixth inning, the big breakthrough for the A's, a leadoff single to left by Chris Carter, and then it was Connor Jackson against his former club. Carter takes his lead. The pitch to Jackson is a drive to left field. Bloomquist is back at the track looking up, and it is up on the ledge above the out-of-town scoreboard, and it is gone. A 2-run home run for Connor Jackson. And that quickly, the Athletics have taken a 4-1 lead. He barely got it out. Right up on the ledge, just left of the 362 mark. His second home run this year. And it's A's 4, Diamondbacks 1 in the bottom of the sixth. David DeJesus would follow with a walk, and after Landon Powell lined to center, Cliff Pennington with a solid base hit, and that moved DeJesus to third. So now with 1 out, the Athletics had runners at the corners for Jemile Weeks. 4-1 A's. Diamondbacks play the infield double play depth, and Weeks a switch hitter batting left. And the pitch to Jemile is a fly ball, left center field. Chris Young is under it, should score the run. DeJesus tags at third. He scores on the sac fly. And Pennington holds it first. Jemile Weeks delivers a sac fly, and a 5-1 lead for the A's. Good piece of hitting by Jemile. And then it was Kennedy who entered the game with a 3.01 ERA, now getting battered in the sixth inning, as the last batter he faced was Scott Sizemore, the next hitter. Pennington takes his lead from first. Nady plays behind him. Now the right-hander plants his back foot. Sizemore, right-hander hitter, a slightly open stance. Center field Young, step toward right center, left and right straight up. And again on the 3-2 with 2 out, Pennington runs. The pitch is swung on and launched to left field. Bloomquist back. He is going to watch it fly. A 2-run shot to left field by Scott Sizemore. 2 home runs for the A's in this bottom of the sixth inning, and now they've broken it open. It is 7-1 Athletics. At that point, the call went to the bullpen. That was it for Kennedy. Micah Owings came on. He got the last out with Crisp flying out to center field. Still, the Diamondbacks, they've scored a lot of runs this year, a very potent offense, and the A's didn't feel secure until the hay was in the barn when Bailey came in the ninth inning, because in the seventh inning, Gio working. Bob Melvin had come to the mound to talk with Gio. The A's had action going in their bullpen as the Diamondbacks had 2 runners on base with 2 away. Kelly Johnson was batting with 14 home runs on the year.
Powell puts down the fingers. Johnson stays in the box. Lefty on lefty. Gio readies the 0-2. Swing and a miss. Tied him up with high octane at 95 miles an hour. An exclamation point on Gio Gonzalez's 7 innings of work today against the Diamondbacks. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 2 left, 7 strikeouts in 7 innings for all-star left-hander Gio Gonzalez.
And then when the 8th inning began, the A's were leading 7-1, and Michael Wirtz working for the A's in the 8th, but he scuffled as Justin Upton, a leadoff double, and back-to-back walks to Young and Drew. Call went to the bullpen for Joey Devine with the bases loaded and nobody out. He struck out the first batter he faced, Willie Mopena. Then a fly ball to center by Xavier Nady, thinking maybe that Upton would score on the play, but instead the runners got back, so the bases stayed loaded. The A's still leading 7-1. At this point, with 2 out and Devine pitching for the A's, the call went to the pinch hitter. It was Sean Burrows, a left-handed hitter, batting for the Diamondbacks for Ryan Roberts. Devine throws, and it's swung on line to the left for a base hit. 1 run is in. Young is around third. Here's Matsui's throw to the plate, and the tag by Powell, and out at the plate, and Young didn't slide. 1 run scores. Upton scored from third. And Chris Young trying to score from second. With 2 outs, you assume he's got a great shot to score. He didn't slide. A 1-hop throw by Matsui just slightly left the whole plate land, and Powell laid the tag on Young going by for the final out of the top of the 8th inning. So the Diamondbacks score a run, but the last out of the frame is made at the plate. And we go to the bottom of the 8th, and it's 7-2 Athletics. In the 9th inning, Andrew Bailey summoned from the A's bullpen. He was looking to finish the game with a 1-2-3 ninth. Gap in right center. Johnson waits. Bailey throws. It's swung on a fly ball left center. Playable for Coco Crisp. He's right there, and he makes the catch, and the A's have won the series. Bob Melvin, against the club he used to manage, guides the Athletics to a 2-out-of-3 weekend over the Diamondbacks today on the strength of the 5-run bottom of the 6th inning, and backing the all-star Gio Gonzalez, who went the first 7 and struck out 7 to get his 8th win. The A's have knocked off Arizona by the final of 7-2. And Vince will be talking with Gio Gonzalez when the A's postgame continues.